In this movie, we'll learn about using boundaries. Boundaries are used to limit the drawing of any entity that can represent a surface, so they can affect the creation of a tin or a contour or a grid. In this case, I'll use contours as an example for where boundaries are useful. If I do a quick tin of the surface that I have in this drawing right now, and if I quickly show it to you, what we'll see is we've got a surface over the whole area, but you'll notice how there are some triangles up here on the north side that are derived from a point here and a point all the way up here. And so that represents a triangle or a part of the tin that you wouldn't want to draw contours for because it's extrapolated from two points that are very far apart. So you can take control of that using a boundary. So what I have here is a boundary layer, and let me just thaw that. And so now you can see with the red lines the area that we'd like to limit for our contours. So again, I'll just quickly do that tin so you can see where it would fall. And you can see how it would cut out those additional triangles. So we'll go to the Set Boundary command on the model ribbon. And what that'll prompt us to do is select an entity. So I'll just pick on that polyline and I'll hit enter. So now let's see the effect of that boundary by, first of all, I'll try and draw that tin quickly again. Notice how the tin is now truncated by that red polyline. But also, this is really good for contours, because let's go and set a contour interval of 0.5 just so we get some good detail. And let me do a quick contour and just show it. So there you can see also that the drawing of the contours is limited by that red polyline. Now, something else that's worth pointing out is you can have more than one boundary in your project. So here I've got another rectangle that I'm going to use as a boundary. So let's revisit that Set Boundary command. And so now, because I have a boundary currently in the drawing, it gives me some additional options. So here I'm going to type DE to delete my current boundary, just to make sure that I've got a fresh start. And we'll start that command again, set the boundary, but this time I'm going to select this polyline and this rectangle. We'll set two different boundaries, and I'll hit enter. Okay, so now let me back out a little bit and I'll redo those contours and quickly show them. And so you see how you've got the outside polyline limits the drawing of the contours, and then the inside polyline also puts a little window that limits the display of the contours. And that's how you would use boundaries. Thanks a lot for your interest.